So I'm a mortgage broker, and I'm also a dad. A dad who loves telling bedtime stories. But not long ago, I took a trip to Dubai for a business course, and it completely changed how I think about something we all kind of take for granted, the value of our circle.
And yeah, that's what it cost me. I went all the way to Dubai for this business efficiency course, and that price tag, it was steep. We're talking almost 10,000 US dollars. Now, the course itself, it was fantastic. We covered everything from cutting costs to sparking innovation in business. But honestly, that's not what I really want to talk about today.
Because the real takeaway, the thing that was worth every penny, wasn't in the official curriculum. It was this single, powerful insight that just reshaped my entire understanding of networking, of relationships, of what it really means to be part of a circle. Okay, so let's get into it.
Before this trip, my whole idea of a circle, or, a network was, well, it was pretty simple. And honestly, it was all about the transaction.
Whenever I'd walk into a business event, my number one goal was to sell. It was always the same thing: introduce myself as a mortgage broker, explain my services, and hunt for opportunities. My entire focus was just on turning a contact into a client. I was selling a product, and that product was me.
But in Dubai, something just shifted. It wasn't one single aha moment, but more of a feeling that built up over several days of just talking with my classmates.
I mean, the people in this room were incredible. You had leaders in business, education, investment, just brilliant minds. And they all had this amazing combination of high IQ and high EQ, but at the same time, they were so humble. It became pretty clear pretty fast that I had something to learn from every single person there, but not in the way I was expecting.
And that's when it clicked. Someone would say just one sentence, and it would instantly solve a problem I'd been wrestling with for months. Someone else would share an experience, and it would make me realize there were totally new ways to even approach my challenges. The value wasn't what they did for a living, it was how they thought.
My entire perspective just flipped, 180 degrees. I had always seen my circle as a tool for monetization, a way to get more clients. But I suddenly understood that a true circle, it's not about cashing in. It's about personal and professional growth.
So right then and there, I decided I was going to get the most value I possibly could out of this new circle, but not by selling to them. Instead, I did a little math in my head. There were about 50 people in the class, right? So let's imagine, best case scenario, every single one of them becomes my client. Okay, that's 49 new clients. It's a finite number. But what if just one of those people could give me a single piece of sincere advice when I'm really stuck in life? That one piece of advice could save me from 10, maybe even 20 years of making the wrong moves. The growth that comes from that it's exponential. The value of those 49 clients couldn't even come close. No way.
And that's what I'm talking about. A client gives you a single transaction, but a real connection, a friend, a mentor, they offer you a life accelerator. They help you speed past the pitfalls.
So here's the crucial point, the main takeaway. We've been looking at circles all wrong. Their purpose is not to be cashed out. Their true purpose is to expand our horizons, to literally extend the very radius of our lives.
And this new way of thinking, it goes so far beyond just a career or a business, it really applies to every single aspect of life. I started to think of a really powerful circle as a kind of super harbor. It's that safe place you can always turn to, no matter what storm you happen to be facing.
So when your career feels stuck, there's someone there to give you direction. When your mindset is collapsing and you're full of doubt, there's someone to pull you back up. And when you just feel totally lost in life, there's someone who's already walked that path and can share their experience with you.
And you know what? Here's the most surprising part of the whole trip. Over those few days, do you know what we talked about the most? It wasn't business strategy. It wasn't investment opportunities. It was our kids' education. I mean, I never in a million years imagined I'd go to a high-powered business course and get so much incredible help with my parenting challenges.
This whole experience just made me feel incredibly fortunate. To meet such a high-energy group of people right at this exact point in my life, with my career and my family both at this major turning point, it really feels like it was meant to be. I've always been lucky enough to meet wonderful mentors, and I truly believe that every connection we make is destined to create something remarkable. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Take a real look at the people you surround yourself with. Is your circle a transactional marketplace, or is it a harbor? Is it draining your energy, or is it truly extending the radius of your life?